just wanted to give you guys a few tips as you guys are rolling out your muscles and using a foam roller. So you can just follow along with me. We're going to be rolling out our glutes, our hamstrings, our quads, and our inner thighs today. So grab a foam roller. If you have one this size, that's great. If you don't, any foam roller will work, even ones with pressure points and stuff like that. So just grab your foam roller. We are going to start with our quads. So what you want to do is you want to move your butt on to the foam roller, and then you're going to push your foam roller right underneath your quads. So as you're foam rolling, you want to make sure that you're squeezing your core, lifting your body up off the ground, pressing your hands into the ground, and you're just going to roll back and forth on your quads, not going all the way to behind your knees, but stopping right before the backs of your knees. And then you can go as far up your quads as you want. Maybe you want to go all the way to your butt if you like. So the important part about foam rolling is that it helps break up myofascial buildup. So this helps you recover quicker than if you would not have foam rolled your muscles. So as you're foam rolling, take time and check in with your muscles. If there's any sharp pain while you're foam rolling any muscle, stop foam rolling because that might be a serious issue that you might need to get a doctor to look at. So you only want slight pressure, no sharp pain. If there's a sharp pain, then stop what you're doing and ask for help. So normally when you're rolling out a muscle, take about a minute on each muscle. You don't want to over roll out your muscles because it will have the opposite effect of release, myofascial release. All right, so once you're done rolling out your quads or your hamstrings, you can come and roll out your quads. So what you want to do, there's two different ways to do this. Sometimes I like rolling both of mine out at the same time. So you can just come to your forearms. Again, be sure that you're squeezing your abdominals, lifting your core, and supporting your lower back. So as you're rolling, you want to make sure that you're rolling all the way to the right at the beginning of your knees, all the way up to the top of your quads, but don't roll onto your knees. So this, rolling out with both legs on the foam roller at the same time, is a little less intense than if you were to choose one leg. So I'm going to choose my left leg on the foam roller, take my right leg out to the side, come to my forearms, and then roll this way. You're going to feel a lot more pressure in this position as you're rolling out your quad. You might be able to feel your muscles moving and gliding over one another as you roll out. And this allows you, in this position, to get further access to the front hip joint to really, really loosen that up and just release any tension that's there. So again, just a minute for each muscle. And then when you're ready, you can flip to the other side. So as you're rolling out, again, it's really important to have good form. You want to keep those shoulders down, engage your core. The one thing about stretching is that we always forget that stretch is active. We're always active, whatever we're doing. So we have to have that core engaged to support our lower spine and to help us maintain good posture and alignment. All right, so once you're done with your right quad, we're going to roll out our inner thighs. So what you're going to do, you're going to sit on your right hip, send that left leg out to the side, and you're going to put the foam roller right under your inner thigh, above the knee, and then you're going to tilt your hip in, so it should be parallel turned in, And you're just gonna roll back and forth. Try your best to roll all the way up and down your inner thigh. Again, you wanna squeeze that core. So if you turn your hip in a bit more, you'll feel it stretch and roll out right here. But if you're sitting back, if your hip is tilted backwards, you'll get a different stretch, more of a stretch along your hamstrings. So when you're rolling out, you can always kind of switch the angle of your body. That's going to help you get a more comprehensive release of your muscle if you're trying to target it in different areas. When you're ready, switch to the other side. Keep on rolling out. So it's so important that when you are a dancer, whether you're an athlete or doing anything active, that you're taking care of your body. I think a lot of the times we think, okay, I'm going to this workout class, I'm going to this dance class, that is enough for my body. But our body needs to be taken care of in different ways too, such as rolling out and stretching, or even just relaxing and having quiet time and journaling and eating foods that are good for your soul and good for your body. All that stuff is so important, and it's all what goes into making us a whole person. So don't forget that every part counts on your journey, and that there's many parts of you that need to be tended to and taken care of. All right, so when you're ready, we're gonna stretch out and roll out our glutes. So what you wanna do, come to sit on your foam roller. You're gonna place your hands behind you, bend your foot, come into a figure four, tilt your hips towards the right, and then you're gonna roll out that right glute. So now this is so important. Rolling out your glutes is very important because normally when there's pain in the knee, pain in the lower back, a lot of that can come from either super tight glute muscles or super weak glute muscles, which in turn come from either how can I say this? A weak core. So sometimes your core isn't strong enough to support you in whatever you're doing, whatever position you're standing in, or whatever exercise you're doing, that your glute tries to compensate, which then can compensate in how your knees and your legs are feeling. So that's why it's so important to strengthen your core and have a strong core, so you can do all the things you want to do and minimize the risk of injury. All right. When you're ready, you can switch to the other side. Bring your left foot up to figure four. Tilt your hips towards the left. Roll out that hip. So again, as you're rolling out, you want to take at least a minute on each muscle. Don't overdo it. Just trying to get a release. And remember, if you ever feel sharp pain, just stop rolling and possibly go to the doctors and see if there's a problem area. All right. So now that we are done with our glute, we're going to have one more. So I'm not going to roll out our IT band. Some people like to roll out their IT band. I personally do not, because tendons are not meant to contract and release as muscles. They kind of are pulled tight, and when they release, they stay kind of released forever, and like when they're stretched out, they stay stretched out forever. So they don't have that elasticity as muscles do to contract and release. So we're not going to roll directly on our IT band, which is up and down the side of your leg, but we're going to roll on your hamstring, just a muscle right adjacent to it, and that will help relieve any tension that you may have here as well. So come to your side, bring your right hip to your foam roller, twist on your side, and start rolling back and forth. So you don't want to be directly side, having your hips face completely side, because then you will be rolling on your IT band, but have your hips just a little bit to the ground, and this is going to help you roll out that muscle right next to your IT band. And again, remember, you want to try to squeeze that core, support yourself with your arms, and really try to travel all the way up and down your leg, right before your bony part of your hip, and then right before the start of your knee. And then when you're ready, switch to the other side. And roll out that muscle. So even as you're foam rolling out, don't forget to breathe. In those moments where you want to pull your leg off of the foam roller because it might be a little bit intense. Now I'm not saying to go too intense, but kind of lean into the places where you're feeling that release and that pressure that's built up in your muscles kind of release. Lean into those places, and that will help you and your muscles recover faster from working so hard in all the dance classes that you're taking. All right. And we are done for today. Thanks for watching this video. Just want to say I'm so proud of all you dancers who are dancing over Zoom, whatever it may be during this whole coronavirus thing. It's so great that you guys are staying true to your craft and to just your passion for dance. So I'm so proud of you. Continue to take good care of your bodies and continue to do the things that you love to do. I'll see you guys later. Bye.